Hello, I'd heard of the TEMU website, but hadn't really taken a look at it until it occurred to me that they might sell Baohong watercolour paper. So I had a look and they did. So, seeing as I was going to order some of that, I ordered some other art materials as well. So today I'm looking at a TEMU art haul. I've got 2 big bags. I've already opened one because I took out stuff which wasn't art related. Let's see what we've got. So first of all, I've got some stickers to send to my kids. I thought they were cute. Okay. I ordered a couple of these little dinky palettes. So we've got 12 spaces. The whole thing comes out. It's actually quite nice and solid. But they are really small. If I show you a normal pan size. Okay. So that's my normal half pans, and you can see that in comparison. The quality of these feels quite nice though. It's got a nice firm close. It's quite a nice chunky insert. So I've got another couple of those because I want to fill them up with my own watercolours and give them as presents. So we've got a little cow print one. And then a little leaf one. And I'm not sure if I've got an invoice in here with the prices, but I think these were £2 something. So this is a Superior fan out watercolour kit. They do them in different sizes, but I went for the 25 colour one because that had a range that I like the look of. I didn't want much more than that because I don't think I'd have used them. So let's take a look at that. The packaging's a bit damaged. So it has a water brush that clips in the side there, and a sponge at the top, and then these flat kind of thin palettes with a little colour guide at the bottom. And then you've got a movable, I should say, mixing palette there. I think this was £8 something. So I'll have a play in a bit and see how those paints perform. Okay. So this is the Baohong. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And that's 100% cotton. This is the Academy, kind of the student grade watercolour. But I've heard quite good things about it and wanted to try it out. But to buy it in England, I haven't found anywhere other than Amazon that sold it, and it was really expensive on Amazon. And this pad I think was around £5. So again, I'll have a play with these later. I think I bought 2 cold press because I bought one for me and one for a friend. And then I bought 1 hot press as well. And then I bought the larger size. I think this was £11 or £12. And then, oh yeah, CP, cold press. And then I got the same again with the hot press. And again, I think that was between £11 and £12. So that was one order that I put in. And then a couple of days later, it occurred to me to look for the professional quality Baohong paper, which I found, and then ordered a load of other stuff as well. So I'll move these out of the way and then show you the next lot of things. The The first thing I got were these bone pens. My daughter graduated as a radiographer last year and I thought they'd be fun for her at work. Okay, so this is the artist's watercolour paper. Again, 100% cotton. I also got like a paper pad palette for when I'm painting with acrylics or acrylic gouache. I find them quite handy. And I think this one was about between £4 and £5. The artist's watercolour paper, I think, was about £14. I also saw that they had Meaden porcelain mixing palette. I think it was only maybe £3 or £4, but I thought that was quite nice for a real ceramic mixing palette. I just wanted to try one out just to see what the quality was like, but that's actually really nice. Then I bought lots of pencil cases. I bought them primarily for my nieces and nephews, but I'd like to hang on to one of them myself, so I bought a few different designs just to take a look at them. These ranged from about £2 to £5. So I think I've got 3 different designs here. These 2 are the same, so I'll have a look at them. I thought this might be like a nice mini art kit, mini painting kit. Got the side pocket in there. Okay. And there's a little zip around to extend it. Yeah, I think that would be good. But you could fit some paints, water, and then a couple of accessories in there. I think that's a nice little bag, and the quality seems perfectly good. Yeah, that's great. So I've got a pink one of the same design. I'll just take a look at this other design. It's got a main pocket there. And then pockets either side with pen loops and storage pockets. Well, I'd say the quality is really nice actually. I think that's absolutely fine. And then the third design I've got is a slightly larger one. It's not a make I've heard of, Angu. Okay, this one's got like a metal frame inside the zip, so that it opens quite nice and wide. It's got side pockets. And then it's kind of got a side access pouch, though it's got this bit to stop things falling out. And then a smaller pocket on the other side. That's quite nice actually, just quite a good capacity. And all of these came in a whole range of nice colours. I'm pretty pleased with those. The next thing I've got is a water bucket. for washing brushes. I've seen these around, but not at such a good price. I think this was like £4 or just under £4. I can be a bit lazy and only get out one water pot for cleaning my brushes. This has got the lid, an inner palette, and then what I can use is 2 water sections. Not sure if I'll use the palette, but you never know. If you want to dry your brushes upside down, let's have a look. Yeah, that hangs them quite nicely. So that just clips back together and sits in the top. So at the moment, this is how I store all my luminance and the couple of Derwent Lightfast and Holbein coloured pencils that I have. I don't particularly enjoy them like this though, because I find it hard to get the colours I want. So I thought I'd try to pencil case for them now. So I bought this one. There were prettier colours, but I'm quite messy with my stuff. So I think black works fine. I think this holds 120. So it's got 3 separate sections. Got a wrist strap, removable wrist strap. And actually, I'm quite happy with the quality of that again. I think this was £11. I'm not sure. Just make sure the pencils actually fit in. Yeah, that's not too tight, not too loose. I'll try one thinner pencil. Yeah, that's great. So I think I'm going to enjoy organising those so that I can get to the colours, especially where you've got different percentages of the same colour in the luminance range. This will make it easier to find them. And then I got these 3 little sets of pens, which I couldn't resist because the colours are absolutely gorgeous. I think they're just highlighters, so I'll swatch those out and see what they're like in a minute. I got these packages of stamps, like reproduction old-fashioned stamps. I think they're stickers. Let me see if the backs peel off or if I just need to glue them on. Oh yeah. So I got a set that were mainly butterflies, I think. Butterflies, mushrooms. I thought they were quite pretty. I sometimes do calligraphy on envelopes and enjoy decorating the envelope, and I just thought these would make him look prettier. And I think these were, I can't remember exactly, under £2 anyway. Possibly under £1 actually. And then the other set I got, I think, are just flowers. They're actually really nice. I try to pick things reasonably carefully for the quality, and I have to say I'm really happy with it so far. Then I picked up a fountain pen, which I've realised is it looks like a copy of the Lamy Safari, which I didn't realise at the time. I do die cutting and stamping as well sometimes for card making, and I purposely avoided buying any dies or stamps because I think that you can get quite a few copies of other companies' designs on websites like that, and so I'd definitely try to steer clear of dupes for things because I don't think it's fair to the original designers. But I think possibly this is a copy of the Lamy. It's got that similar grip there and the window. I'm not expecting very much from this because I think it was about £1 or £1.50 or something. And the last thing I got was this little palette. So it's wooden, and it comes totally apart. It's got magnets to grip it like that, and then magnets to close it. So I need to re-glue the mixing palette back in. And then it's just got these little indents for the paint. I just thought that might be a cute little travel palette. Not sure. Take that out a minute. I think it grips fairly well. I'm not sure if it would come off. If it got knocked, it would come off. You probably want to store it with an elastic band around it. I'm going to try some of the things out now and see how I get on with them. So I got out my Caran d'Ache Luminance swatch sheet, and I might roughly stick to this order for putting the pencils in my new pencil case. I've put my mainly Luminance pencils into this new folder now, and I have to say I'm so pleased with it. I didn't follow the colour order at all, really. Yeah, I just did what I fancied. So I've got 1 or 2 gaps for any extras that I end up getting, but I think that's great. And I'm really happy with the quality of that. Obviously it's artificial leather, but it's not, it doesn't seem too tacky or horrible. I think that's really good. I like it. I also remembered a couple of other things that I'd got lost in the packaging. So I tried out another couple of pencil cases. I just wanted some cheap mesh ones so that I can see the contents easily. And I got them because this is this is the container with my fine liners in, and then I've got these extra Inktense pencils that I swatched out the other day. So I think I'll pop those in these white ones. Yeah, that's fine. These I think were like 79p or something. They're really cheap. I just like the fact that I can easily see the contents. They just got slightly squashed in the packaging. I can finally get rid of this battered thing. Yep, that'll do. That's great. Again, the quality seems perfectly fine. And then the last thing that I forgot about was this little gadget case. That's pretty cheap and cheerful, but that's fine for, I don't know, just packing a few little hair bubbles and earplugs or whatever for travelling. And again, that was, I can't remember the exact price, £1 or £2. So next, I'm just going to swatch out these 3 packs of what I think are highlighter pens. They're so cute. They're just called soft pens. Yeah, and they're a little chisel tip. Quite nice, they've got slightly squared lids so they can't roll around. Well, they seem juicy enough and they all work. That's a good start. They're really nice subtle colours. Oops. That's so nice. I can't actually remember how much these were. I think they might have worked out about £2.50 a pack. But yeah, lovely. And I'll just pop all of these into my other new pencil case. So there aren't any distinguishing numbers or names on the highlighted pens. So I've just popped a cartridge into this fountain pen. It was actually from a Lamy pen that I never used. And I've written out a corresponding number with the colours. And then I've written the numbers in waterproof marker on the pens. And this seems to be working okay. What shall I write? I mean, it's an extra fine nib, which isn't my favourite nib for fountain pens. I prefer a broader one. But it seems to be writing fine. It's not scratching or catching. So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting one of these just because it's copying off Lamy's design. And I don't particularly agree with that. But it does work okay. And the last thing I'll do for this video is I'll try out the Academy watercolour paper pad. So I think this top sheet is a protective sheet. It's actually a block. So it's quite rough. The pattern, let's see if I can show it to you. It's a little bit rougher than I really enjoy for watercolour paper, for cold press watercolour paper. But the pattern doesn't seem to be too regular. I'm just going to have a play with this little paint palette now, but I'm not going to use the water brush. And I filled up my giant new water tub, which I actually love. It's really cumbersome, but I think that's good for me because I've been known to knock over my water tubs quite often because I forget they're there, and yeah, this one isn't going anywhere, I don't think. Right, so let's try this. So it re-wets quite nicely. Oh, it's actually quite pigmented. I won't swatch all of them now. I'll do a separate video on the set as a whole. I just want to get an initial impression. I haven't done any research on these paints. I don't know anything about them with regards to pigment information or light fast information. But they're flowing quite nicely and they re-wet beautifully. That's a pleasant surprise at how good those are. So this is probably quite a longish video already, so I'll I'll review this more fully and look for some information online. Little sponge. Don't know how well that will work, but good when all you've got is a water brush. I think this watercolour paper, obviously that's not much of a test on it, but I think that's going to be rather nice. I mean, even on super cheap paint, I'm getting a nice even wash. I'll leave it there. I hope that was interesting for you, and just to let you know some of the decent quality items from TEMU. I'm not actually disappointed with anything, to be honest. I think that's quite a good lot of things. Well, thanks ever so much for watching. Hopefully see you next time. Bye!